Welcome to Howell Dawdy's Fast Track. I'm Howell Dawdy, and this is a show where me and a guest write a brand new song in 1/2 of 1 hour. My guest for this episode is comedian, teacher, curler, podcaster John Cullen. John's been performing stand-up for a decade. You've seen him at the Just for Laughs and Halifax and Winnipeg comedy festivals. You've probably listened to his hit show Blocked Party, a podcast about social media and rejection. And if you like nu metal music, he's one of the co-hosts of the show P.O.D.Kast, P.O.D.Kast. Also, his second comedy album, Long Stories for No Reason, was released in the fall of 2020 to unanimous critical acclaim. John Cullen is here today.
Thank you. Wow, what an intro. Incredible.
Did I get your bio right? Is there
anything?
Yes.
I mean, you nailed it all. I've been preparing for this moment my whole life. I think everything you said there has just been is just going to be one big contributor to this moment where you and I are going to write this song in 30 minutes. So yeah, I mean, you nailed it. I mean, that's the longest it's funny when you do different podcasts and, some people will just be like, yeah, this guy's a comedian, whatever, John Cullen. And then other people will be like, oh, this guy's Blocked Party, John Cullen. And then, some people will really put the effort in on the bio, and you did. So I appreciate it. It's great.
Yes, I put the effort in on the bio in part to allow us to just jump in. And so we don't have to do any bullshit at the top. This is an all business, no bullshit podcast.
That's what people always say about you. They're always like LB, or I guess in this case, HD, big time businessman. They're like, this guy, just be careful when you go on his podcast. And, some people, and I don't want to tell tales out of school, but now that you're doing a music podcast, some people behind the scenes calling you a bit of a QJ, if you know what I mean. So,
okay. What's a QJ?
A Quincy Jones.
Oh, wow. Wow,
a little bit intense, a little bit aggressive, I gotta
nip this in the bud. You're riffing. You're calling me LB, which is a reference to one of my Twitter accounts. This is way too much bullshit for the top of the show, John. I don't mean to no but you here, but no.
Yeah, rein me in.
We can't do this.
Rein me in.
We can't do this. We have got to write a song in 1/2 of 1 hour, and we've got to start here in just a second. But first, before I start the clock, I'm going to ask John if he has any questions about the process here, how it works, and then we're going to decide, or have decided for us, what type of song we're going to write today.
Yeah.
John, do you have any questions?
I don't think so. I think I'm ready. So once we decide what genre we're doing, we just immediately get into like the feel of it, and we just start like writing lyrics, basically.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that sounds fair. I mean,
and then
I don't want to say it sounds easy because it doesn't sound easy, but it sounds like I know what we're gonna try to do.
Sure. Yeah, and if there's any musical element like in the arrangement that you want, say a guitar solo, for example. I'm not suggesting you ask for a guitar solo because that's just more work for me. But I am saying if there's anything that you would like to have in the song, all that we need to do is discuss it in the half hour, and I will make it. I will make it.
So as long as it's in there,
yeah.
Okay. So this is really like me deciding how hard I want the editing of this to be for you.
That's a great way to look at it. That's one accurate way to look at it, I think.
I'm going to be honest. Like, people can't see you as they're listening to this, but I definitely saw you seeing your own life flash before your eyes where you're like, oh no, I haven't been doing this podcast long enough, and someone has already figured out this podcast is going to end up being people trying to make this as hard as possible.
As hard as possible for me. Well, the last guest I had on for the last show decided to do a TV theme song as their show.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that would be very, very fun to do. And then I also knew in the back of my head that TV theme songs are very busy, and they have a lot of musical elements, and they have a lot of changes. And they're generally pretty like complicated musical arrangements. Yeah. And I was like, the whole time I was doing it, I was like, oh God, I was thinking, oh man, here's 2 days of my life, like arranging this.
Yeah, the conceit of the show is we write a song in 30 minutes, but then it's really how many hours do you have to spend on it after
Well,
the show?
I don't think of the arranging as the song itself. I think we have a song at the end of the half hour. If I know how it's supposed to sound, and if I know what the lyrics are, and I know, and I've been, and we've figured out what the structure of it is. I feel like that song exists. It just needs to be, it's inside the marble. It just needs everything else cut out around it. That's how I look at it personally.
Okay.
All right.
I respect that.
So, John, what kind of song do you want to do today?
Well, you and I had sort of discussed this in DM, and I said that I was fine to spin the wheel because I felt like that was maybe more exciting, that I wouldn't even know what genre we're doing ahead of time. But as I told you, you mentioned off the top my music podcast, the P.O.D.Kast, and I've done a lot of kind of buttrock singer sort of impressions on that show that people seem to dig as well.
Right.
So I'm open to, I can put it in your hands a little more. I'm open to doing a buttrock. I'm open to doing a new metal because I do have a new metal podcast, but I'm also open to spinning the wheel. So
can I ask you what's the difference between buttrock and new metal in your mind?
Okay, so new metal is like new metal has a very clear like hip hop element to it usually.
I see. Okay,
so it's usually like a rapped verse and then a sung chorus. And new metal is also generally heavier. It does tend to be a little bit more metal than buttrock, which is maybe more specifically for the radio.
So when you say rap, are we talking like P.O.D. or like Linkin Park?
Yeah, like a Limp Bizkit, a P.O.D., that kind of
gotcha.
very basic, shitty rapping in the verses.
Angry white guy rapping.
Big, wide open chords in the chorus where we pop off on melody,
Okay. Now,
and then buttrock is just really, it kind of came out of new metal. It was like, because new metal got very, very popular, and was like dominating the charts and stuff. And then new metal very much phased out as bands figured out like we can do sort of heavier stuff, but we can make it even way poppier than this. Like new metal was sort of the natural extension of hair metal, which was just, again, metal bands trying to make things that were poppy. And then it just kind of went like hair metal, new metal, buttrock. And then buttrock is really just, they took out the rapping, they took out any sort of metal elements, and it's just a lot of, a lot of that kind of, a lot of the deep voice sort of singy things that people get really into.
Goat voice.
Goat voice. Yes, that's a great way of putting it. I'm on a mountain.
Yeah.
That's what a goat would say, I'm guessing.
I'm
on a farm. I'm in the ocean.
I mean,
did we just start writing it?
I'm enjoying listening to you do that. I will say it is not up to me. You said I'll put it in your hands. It is your call.
You refuse.
Well, I refuse. I do not want to put any kind of barrier or these are not barriers to me. I'm trying to help the artists I have on the show with the creative process.
Gotcha.
So it really is like, if you said, I don't care about your rules, I want to do this type of song, I would go with it. I would go with it. So, or I don't care about your options. I want to do this type of song.
I think, given how people have responded to me on the P.O.D.Kast doing buttrock voice, let's do a buttrock.
Oh yeah, I think I think you're a pleaser, John. I can tell.
I try to please. It was we talked on the most recent episode about doing Godsmack, and so I was doing some impressions of the Godsmack guy.
Yeah.
And then and then Godsmack ended up winning the poll. So we are doing Godsmack next month, and people are just like, I just want to hear you do more Godsmack. And I'm just trying to give the people what they want. And apparently what they want is me being like, hi, stand alone.
Yeah.
Like that's what they want from me. So you know what? Why not do a whole show of that?
Oh, absolutely. And a song that you can cherish and share for all of time. Of you singing in a butt, so we're doing a butt rock song.
Yeah, let's do a butt. Let's do a butt.
And now this will if you chose a reference song of something that I'm going to try to emulate. That would help me a
Yeah.
lot in the arrangement process.
Well, I think like the pinnacle of the butt rock genre is "How You Remind Me" by Nickelback, I would say.
Okay.
Or
All right.
or Creed. Creed with Arms Wide Open, I would say, are that's kind of like the two touchstones of the butt rock genre is Creed and Nickelback. So you get Creed is a little bit more of the slow, the sort of with arms wide open.
Yeah.
You know, you get a little bit of a slower, and then Nickelback is a little higher. This is how you remind me. Like there's a little bit more pep in the step of Nickelback. So I would say it's like, you know, it depends on where I guess maybe we end up going lyrically or what happens, but that I think is sort of the yin and yang of the butt rock. You've got the sort of slower, deeper, you know, or the bit higher, bit poppier, you know, type deal.
Is This Is How You Remind Me? Is that the one with the Are We Having Fun Yet? Are those the same song? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's like, the chorus is like, this is how of what I really am. It's not like you say sorry, and I'm talking on a different donkey. And I'm saying, are we having fun yet? Yeah. Nickelback loves their the yas and the O's. They're big.
I had a band in college. In college, I was in a band very briefly with my friend Jay. We were called Cock Fossil, and we played one show. We played one show out at a farm off of campus at literally 4:30 in the morning. It was like a Battle of the Bands type talent show, and it ran super late. And we played our one song. We had one or two songs, and one of them was a mashup of Nickelback's "This Is How You Remind Me" with Edie Brickell's "What I Am Is What I Am." And I can't remember how we blended those two, but I think they have the same chord progression.
Hell yeah. Cock Fossil is a very pleasing combination of words. It's got that sort of cellar door element to it.
Tolkien built a whole language around the words cock fossil together.
Yeah. I think it's a rare form of Elvish that only like 13 remaining elves speak. Cock Fossil. Yeah.
All right. So we're writing a butt rock song in the vein of, speaking of cock fossils, in the vein of Nickelback or Creed's Arms Wide Open. And I'm going to start the clock right now, and we're going to get started. Clock is started. All right, John, let's talk real broad strokes. What is the situation in our butt rock? I feel like both of those are sort of power ballads in their own genre.
Yeah.
So
what I was thinking, given the time of year, a lot of Christmas songs, not a lot of Easter songs. So I'm thinking we go some sort of ballad tribute to the Easter Bunny / the Easter egg hunt in general.
Easter egg hunt or Easter Bunny. So we're not going
some kind of feel like, because I want to stay away from the religious connotations of Easter. That's less interesting to me, although Creed, very famous. So maybe like we'll have one line in the song where a religious person could really be like, oh, these guys are... That's actually a Christian band, because we want to get to the Christian charts as well with this. So we only have one line that's like vaguely religious that religious people can glom onto, but mostly it's just about the Easter Bunny or the Easter egg hunt in general.
Right. We want this to be targeted at all four quadrants for the
that's how butt rock works, man. We gotta go everywhere. You know, we gotta be everywhere there are people. You know, and I don't know, like I don't traffic in Christian circles, but I'm only guessing that they want more Easter songs. So I feel like it just makes sense to give them a little something, you know?
Yeah. Well, like I said, you're a pleaser. So you want everybody to have what they desire. Have everything they desire.
Yeah.
So,
that's right.
What's our relationship with the Easter Bunny in this song?
He's our friend.
Easter Bunny is our friend.
He's coming. He's bringing eggs. We're trying to but think it's got to be sort of like a long lost friend, you know, like it's kind of, because the whole mythos around Santa is like you never see Santa.
Yeah,
right?
you're not
That's the
supposed
whole,
to try.
You can't see him. Exactly. Don't sleep on the couch. Don't sleep with the stocking wrapped around your chest. Like you don't hug the stocking.
Because that's when Krampus will come to you and rip your head off if you try to see Santa.
And I think it's the same thing with the Easter Bunny. But so in this, we're trying to truly believe the Easter Bunny is our friend, but we just have never seen him, but we want to see him.
Okay.
You know?
Well,
it's like a longing. We
all
long
right,
to.
That's what I'm trying to get to, because there's got to be something wrong for this song.
So that's what's wrong is we are sure the Easter Bunny loves us, but we don't know because we've never hung out with him. We're trying to like hang out with the Easter Bunny.
All right. I think one of the real rules of writing a song really fast is not second guessing yourself. So I'm trying to get myself real stoked here for a song about missing the Easter Bunny without having met him yet. Let's see what should we call the Easter Bunny in the song? Like my friend, the rabbit, you know, like there should be something.
Right, like are you saying we need to be like sort of coy about it? Like we don't necessarily want to call him the Easter Bunny.
Songs are written in a sort of more romanticized language. And so anything you can do to add mystery to things, to not make things mundane and day to day.
Yeah.
I think Easter Bunny is kind of like just blah. Whereas if you called him, you know, that yearly rabbit, you know, like if you just came up with a new name for it.
I think that's a totally different thing. That's a Chinese calendar.
That yearly
thing.
rabbit.
That's a different. That's a different deal. Let's go. I mean, we could call him like for some reason the first thing that came to my mind was the man with the ears, but it's not a man; it's a bunny.
Yeah.
But I was like, but we could call him like
I love man with the ears. I'm writing it down.
Okay, we'll call him the man with the ears.
Because actually, that has almost the man with the ears reminds me of Alice in Chains, which makes me think, which already makes it darker. Like what if we're almost a little bit scared to meet the Easter Bunny as well?
Right, because it could be a man. Maybe it's not a bunny, but it's a man.
Yeah, maybe
with
it's
rabbit
like
ears,
that Donnie Darko thing or something. Like,
and Donnie Darko, great soundtrack. We had like Echo and the Bunnymen on there.
All right, too much bullshit here, John. we need a chorus. We need to figure. We're 5 minutes into this already. We're
good. We got tons of time.
Okay, all right. Very confident.
I have full faith in us.
But we need to know what we're saying in the chorus.
That's the Christian line, by the way. I have full faith in us. That's the Christian line we're putting in there somewhere.
In us.
It's like the idea that in us that like we're gonna find the Easter Bunny, but then they're gonna be like, whoa, you use the word faith. This is a Christian
and it'd be
song.
great if there was a line break between full faith and in us, to where because then you sing like, I have full faith, and they're like, yeah, you do, and then you say in us, like right afterwards.
Yes, beautiful.
Okay. So
love it.
You know, again, it's very, very good to reach out to every person who could potentially support
100%.
you and listen to you.
Couldn't love it more.
Chorus.
Yeah.
We're singing about the longing of wanting to meet this man with the ears. Is he a friend?
Yeah.
Could he? But is he dangerous? What?
Right. So immediately fears pops into my mind. Fears rhymes with ears. We don't know if it's a man with ears. We don't know if it's a bunny.
Set aside your fears, maybe.
Set aside your fears. Here comes the man with the ears.
Set aside your fears and approach the man with the ears.
Yes. Yeah. This is a song that's also quasi about getting into cars with strangers. No. We're just sort of breaking down the walls. Really, it's okay. It's just a man with the ears. He's fine.
Set aside. All right. Again, I'm not allowed to second guess myself, but here we go.
Nope.
Set aside your fears and approach the man with the ears.
Yes.
Now, if it was Nickelback, this is how you remind me. That has a very long chorus.
Yeah,
where
very
it's
long.
like it's almost got like a pre-chorus built into the chorus, and then like
Yes.
and then it has a little after-chorus section where it's the "You remind me."
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's right.
Like the
Yeah,
post-chorus. Yeah.
Do we want to have like a sort of a long ambling chorus like that?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the song should be mostly chorus. Like most butt rock songs, they are like really most butt rock songs. It's like a 4-bar, 4-bar verse, and then it's like a 16-bar chorus. So yeah, we're going all the way. Absolutely.
Right, so we just need to stack these lines here.
We just stack the chorus, and then the verses will come easy. I think we probably only need like 2 verses. That's why we're like way ahead of the game here. I think we just get like a 12 to 16-bar chorus, and then we're rocking, baby. Hey,
Okay.
It's the Easter Bunny. We're hopping. So let's go.
You're so confident, and also we have 2 lines of the song.
We're gonna be so good at this, man. Couldn't even be less worried.
Set aside your fears and approach the man with the ears. I think if we had 2 more ears lines, and then we sort of do that. Are we having fun yet? Kind of transition into a different.
So
section.
I would go. I've been waiting for years.
Yes. Or how about I've been waiting all year?
Yeah, I've been waiting all year.
Set aside your fears. Approach the man with the ears. I've been waiting all year. And actually, this could be the way this flows for me. This could be a transitional line here, where it doesn't necessarily have to rhyme. Where you go like, set aside your fears and approach the man with the. I don't know how that line is going to fit in a thing. Approach the man with the ears
Easily.
I've been waiting all year, and now it's time to, like that.
Yeah. And then, then this is where we could transition into like the Easter egg hunt part of it, I think, where we go from like, I want to meet the Easter Bunny, but also I'm going to get a lot of chocolate, which is sweet. So maybe we could do a sort of like, I've been waiting all year to go on a hunt for eggs. Like that kind of like, that's where we go, like, because egg we can almost sort of have like a rhyme with year.
John,
you know what I mean?
John, you're just turning this into a Easter egg hunt parody of This Is How You Remind Me.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do it by the actual melody. I'm just thinking of it in my mind. You don't have to repeat egg like 4 times.
Right. Okay, so the thing about the Easter egg hunt, that is a situation in which we could. So we're talking about being slightly afraid but wanting to meet the Easter Bunny. Easter egg hunt. A problem with that is you could become the hunted. So we're scared of becoming the hunted as well.
Yeah.
While we are on the hunt,
I like
for
that.
something sweet.
That's good.
But we don't want to become the hunted either by the Easter Bunny, who might be scary.
Yeah, the man with the ears.
Man with the ears.
Yeah.
And this song, let's call this song "The Man with the Ears."
Obviously, I mean that goes without saying.
The man with the ears.
Yeah.
Set aside your fears. Approach the man with the ears. I've been waiting all year, and now it's time to.
Yeah.
And now it's time to hunt. That'll be like a.
Yeah.
Hunt for what I want.
Good.
Maybe, right. Hunt for what the. I think this would be a good like chunky chorus, And now it's time to hunt for what I want. Something like that.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Something about hope that I am not hunted. Hunt for what I want. Hope.
Could we save the hunted part for a bit later, this pre-chorus? Because now we're imagining our chorus has like 4 different parts. So if we're in like part 2, this is the part where we could like list sort of some of the things we would get in an Easter egg hunt, right? Like I don't think we want to scare everybody yet. Like,
Okay.
I think in this part of the chorus, we could kind of go like, search for what I want. And then we could be like, mini eggs, cream eggs, Peeps, chocolate. Like, we're just naming the things, like we're just like so excited for the things we might find on the hunt. And then now we've got all of our sweets, and then that's when we're now afraid because we're like gorging on sweets, and we're like, oh no, am I
now
hunted?
going to become hunted because I'm fat and full of sweets? I love that.
Correct.
Okay, all right, here we go. And now it's time to hunt for what I want. Peeps, cream eggs, blah 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 blah. Like that.
Yes,
so
exactly.
We'll say, cream eggs, Peeps. What are some other? Okay, so what are the candies we're throwing?
We got
here?
mini eggs. We got your chocolate eggs. We got chocolate bunnies.
Mini eggs. Chocolate rabbit.
Yeah, chocolate rabbit. We've got what else is an Easter candy? It's just like all egg-shaped things. I'm like Reese egg, Snickers egg.
Reese's. We'll put Reese's because sometimes you just get Reese's in there.
Reese's,
Reese's
that's a good
cups.
one. Yeah.
All right, let me play through this in my head. So hunt for what I want: cream eggs, mini eggs, chocolate rabbit, Peeps, Reese's cups. No, this doesn't work. The rhythm of this doesn't work at the moment.
I think we got to go slow on it. I think you're thinking of it too quick, because I think if we go, search for what I want, cream eggs, and like we could almost kind of really draw that out more ballad style.
Do you want to say search instead of hunt?
Eggs. What?
Do you want to say search instead of hunt? Hunt for what I want. Would you rather say search?
Search is good. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good. Search for what I want. Cream eggs and Reese's. Like we could really kind of almost Alice in Chains it, really slow it down. Cream eggs and Reese's, Peeps, and that kind of feel to it.
And Reese's cups. I would, what I think would be very funny is if we did because I think sometimes the contortions they do with their voices in goat guy songs are like very funny. I think it'd be funny if we rhymed Reese's cups with chocolate rabbit. So you were like Reese's cups, chocolate rabbit, something like that.
Yes, easily. Yes.
Chocolate
that's an easy rhyme.
Rabbit.
Yeah. Chocolate rabbit.
Yeah.
You got your Reese's cups and your chocolate rabbit. And then easy. The thing you'll learn about buttrock is any word can rhyme with any other word.
Here's what I've got: cream eggs, Reese's cups, chocolate rabbit, Peeps, Peeps, yeah, fill me up. So I think there should be a yeah in there.
Yeah,
Peeps,
that's good.
Yeah,
Peeps,
fill me up.
Yeah, fill me up. Yeah,
fill me up.
Like that.
And now, okay, gonna find
really
such sweet stuff. Like gonna find all this sweet stuff.
Love it. That's so good. That could be the start of the next. Like, now that I've found all this sweet stuff.
Yeah. That okay.
I have
you're right,
to
you're right.
wonder, is the rabbit gonna eat me up?
Now that I've found all this sweet stuff,
is the man with the ears gonna eat me up?
Is the man with the ears? Wow. Is the man with the ears? Can I? This is another like silly embellishment, but it'd be funny if it was: is the man with the ears wanna eat me up? Like where it doesn't quite make sense. But is the man with the ears wanna eat me up?
Love that. And then that could be the sort of like where I or the singer where you get a little bit more like we could do an eat me up right there. Like eat me up, heating me up, eating me up. Like we can really like that could be the sort of chorus is we just say eat me up a bunch of times. And then we go back into the verse and now we're like really scared in this like second verse here. And then we go back to the chorus. Does that make sense?
Yes. No, I totally get it. But I think it'd be cool if the eat me up part was like its own it developed as well on its own. So is the man with the ears want to eat me up? And then we're going into a eat me up, something, eat me up. You know, like
Right.
that
Eat me
becomes its
up,
own chorus.
Eat me up. Is this gonna be the Easter that I get eaten up?
Yes. Is this gonna be the Easter that I get eaten up?
Yeah, exactly. You know, that thing that you think on Easter. Is this finally going to be the year that I get eaten?
Wait. Okay, wait. We have to put finally in there because that makes it so much crazier. Yes. Is it finally going to be the Easter that I get? So this person has wanted to get eaten up every Easter of their life. Is this finally gonna be the Easter?
Yeah.
Or how about will this finally be the Easter that I get eaten up?
Get eaten up.
All right.
Yeah, I love that. That's good. Okay.
Will this finally be the Easter that I get eaten up? I think we have enough for. So here's that chorus. We're at 18 minutes 24 seconds. Set aside your fears. Approach the man with the ears. I've been waiting all year, and now it's time to search for what I want. Cream eggs and Reese's cups, chocolate, rahabut, peeps, yeah, fill me up. Now that I've found all this sweet stuff, is the man with the ears want to eat me up? Eat me up. Eat me up. Will this finally be the Easter that I get eaten up? That
Beautiful.
Is a very solid butt rock chorus, I think. So
I think so too. I honestly think we probably just need the 2 verses at this point.
Yeah, and then I think maybe I love having a little third section somewhere.
Sure.
You know, like a little point where you take it higher, you know, where you I think we have
Can you take me higher? Yep.
Okay. So let's start writing the verses, and the verses, like you said, can be kind of short. Now we want to say, I have full faith in us. Let's say that's like the second part of the first verse.
Love it. Love it.
So
I think we got to set the scene, right? In the first verse, we got to set the scene.
Can we say, let's consider starting the song with the man with the ears, the words, the man with the ears, the man with the ear. Or maybe something like he's coming.
How about we go springtime is here?
Okay.
Right? Because we got to set the scene, right? So springtime is here.
That's a very funny way to start a moody butt rock song.
Correct.
Springtime is here.
Springtime is here.
Okay.
It's not my favorite time of year. Because of the man with the ears.
Is it not your favorite time of year, or it is?
No, it's not. It's not. This is like a, there's the Christmas carols that are kind of sad. This is like one of those. We're foreshadowing that we're not going to be happy later on.
Okay, well, instead of saying not my favorite time of year, let's make it a little. Let's could say it's like ambiguous. It's a complicated time of year,
mysterious time of year.
Springtime is here is so like old fashioned. I almost wanna update it a little bit for the late 90s. So we
can say like the equinox is almost here.
Well, I think spring can be in there. Spring.
The vernal equinox is almost here.
The vernal equinox is. I'm good with that. The vernal equinox.
Yeah, I mean, that just sounds very, complicated for the sake of it, which was very
The vernal 90s. Equinox is almost here. Instead of saying not my favorite time of year, maybe we say a very complicated time of year. That also sounds to me.
Do you like mysterious?
A mysterious time of year. I like that.
Yeah, because then it paints that kind of it's a bit of a cloudy picture.
But I have full faith in us.
Yeah.
That me and the man.
Yeah.
Gonna something rhymes with us.
Well, this is where we could go like fill me up or something, like I got faith that the man is going to fill me up, because people are always saying that about Jesus. No, I know it sounds bad, but people will be like, "Oh, fill me with Christ's love," or whatever. So again, it's another sort of allegorical, I trust that the man is going to fill me up. And then like obviously, we also want to get the weirdo Twitter involved. We're trying to hit everybody here. So they would obviously have a field day with like, "Oh, listen to this. The man is going to fill me up."
Yeah. And then there's also just people who want men to fill them up. That's sort of everyone
Also
else.
No question.
But I have full faith in us that I have full faith. So I don't want to say in us. If we're talking about if we have faith in the man.
Yeah.
But I have full faith in what's another
Full faith and love, because it kind of sounds like us. Like I have full faith and love.
It doesn't quite make sense, but it does sound like teenage
up.
poetry, which is perfect for this. So, but I have full faith and love.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah. We don't want this to make sense.
I have full faith and love.
Yeah.
That the
man's gonna come and
fill me up.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we shouldn't say "gonna come and fill me up." That sounds too.
Oh, really? You were backing off now.
not fully, but maybe we don't want it to be so obviously sexual.
That the
man will arrive and fill me up.
That just sounds like the bassist was like, "We can't say man's gonna come, man. We can't do it."
Exactly. That's what we want. We're
putting all the actual fights that are occurring between this garage band.
Yes. Literally one of the most famous butt rock songs ever is called "She Fucking Hates Me." And the chorus is just "She fucking hates me." Like, we don't have to overthink this.
Okay, so the vernal equinox is almost here, a mysterious time of year, but I have full faith and love that the man will arrive and fill me up. Set aside your fears, and then we could get right into the chorus. So we need another verse.
Okay.
And something that's like something that maybe we're even closer to the vernal equinox.
Right.
So like the calendar, it stares
continues
at me.
to turn.
Oh, the calendar continues to turn.
Yeah, and then we say that now does the hunted become the hunter? It also kind of doesn't make sense
I like that it rhymes turn with hunter, which will be
correct.
Great,
yes, exactly.
The calendar continues to turn. Will the hunter become?
Will the hunted become the hunter?
Will the hunted become the hunter?
Which doesn't even make sense, but that's perfect. It's literally from the opposite point of view of the chorus, which is what we want.
Yeah. Will the hunted become the hunter? Something to reflect the faith and love thing and the
yeah. Will the hunted become the hunter?
But still that big-eared man. But still, that big-eared man gonna come is the last line of the second verse.
Okay, so
that big-eared man's gonna
as
come.
As the days show increasing sun.
Wow, as the days show increasing sun. As the days show increasing sun.
I know that's still gonna come.
I know that big-eared. I know the big-eared man. I know that big-eared man's gonna come.
Yeah.
And then we do that chorus again, and then all right, we have 3.5 minutes to do a kind of like bridge section, like just kind of shifts into like a different chord, and somebody goes, "Oh, I know the man's gonna come," like something along. It really doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to have a whole lot of its own words. It just needs to be something different.
Yeah, like I like the idea of like the man gonna come as just being the like sort of outro / third part.
What if well, it
where I
won't be
just
the
sort
outro because I think what's going to happen is verse, chorus, third part, and then chorus out.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
the
agree.
typical structure. So
So how are we ending the chorus again? Because that's going to have to get us into the
will
bridge.
this finally be the Easter that I get eaten up? I think if we say, "Oh, big-eared man," I think if we think, "Oh, big-eared man," and that's getting a little bit. I mean, I'm going more into like an old-timey country song there, but I think,
oh, the big-eared man.
Oh, but this is calling out to the oh, Mr. Big Ears, something like that.
Yeah, that's a little too metal. I would say like I think I can almost just like ad lib that. But like that kind of
But we got to write it now. We got to write it right now.
Okay.
We got 2.5 minutes.
But just the like
oh, Mr. Big Ears, won't you give me something sweet? And Mr. Big Ears,
could we just say like on the hunt? Like could I just say that a bunch of times?
Won't you taste my meat?
Well, now we're just going full sex.
Well, no, taste my meat is just that we're trying. We're already saying in the chorus that we want to get eaten up by the Easter Bunny.
Yeah. Could we just say like on the hunt? Like could that be a thing we sort of say like I'm on the hunt, I'm on the hunt, some kind of something like that?
I think, okay, for my taste, this third section really needs to justify its own existence. So it needs to give you something else. It needs to, and usually where my brain goes is this is when you turn and you call out to some character in the song.
Okay.
And you say something. So like, that's why I'm saying, oh, Mr. Big Ears, but it doesn't have to be that. But I think that's good. We should express what should we convey? What do you want to convey to Mr. Big Ears, to the rabbit?
That I want to be is like that. He doesn't have to be scared of me.
Okay.
Because like we want to be
Mr.
friends,
Big Ears,
right?
you don't have to be scared of me.
Yes, exactly.
And then you don't have to be scared of me and what?
You don't have to be scared of me. Like we can be friends or something. And then I just say that like 3 times.
We can be friends. You don't want to add some part
We can be friends. This isn't the end. We can be friends. This isn't the end. And then back to the chorus.
Can we? I just want to have a little bit more drama in this last thing. We have 20 seconds, and I think we're good. We're good. We have a lot of stuff, but we can be friends. This isn't the end. We can be friends, though my life may end. Something like that.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
Okay,
yeah, that's good.
Though my life may, because that is saying he might take your life.
Right, yes.
And you don't know.
That kind of goes with the theme of the song. I like that. And I like that subtle switch there. That's good.
All right, that's 30 minutes.
Whew.
And we did it.
I told you.
The song is called The Man with the Ears.
Yeah.
And you told me, but I've yet to do this where we aren't scrambling to get that last line in.
We got it.
Right at the 30 minutes.
We got it, man.
I think 30 minutes is the exact right amount of time it takes to write a song with 2 verses, a chorus, and a little and a bridge section.
Yeah, I love it.
All right. Well, John, do you have anything to plug? This will be out in this episode will probably be a month before it's out.
Okay.
But do you have anything that you know of to plug at that time?
Listen to Block Party, listen to the P.O.D.Kast. Like you said off the top, both very fun podcasts. Blocked Party, we bring a guest on every week to talk about a time they got blocked. You were a guest on the show, so if people want to start, that's a great place to start. And that's at Blocked Party Pod. And then the P.O.D.Kast, you're also a guest on a bonus episode of that, so you'd have to pay to listen to it. But it is it's a podcast about nu metal, where every month me and Brian Quinby from Street Fight Radio review a classic nu metal album, and it's a blast. And where this episode is out now, and I believe Godsmack we were talking about Godsmack earlier. That is the most recent episode, so you can check that out wherever you get your pods, and you can follow me on Twitter at Cullen the Comic.
That's right, John. Thank you so much for being on the show today. I'm very excited about this song that I'm gonna go make now, and you're going to sing the lead on.
Yes.
And now all that's left is for our listeners to hear it. So here is, do you want to, should we come up with a band name? Because these butt rock things are normally, they have a name. Yeah. So it's not, it wouldn't be like, you wouldn't call it John Cullen featuring Howell Dawdy.
No, let's call it Broken Motor.
Broken Motor.
Yeah.
This is... And now, Broken Motor with The Man with the Ears.
Is almost here. A mysterious time of year. I have full faith and love that the man will arrive and fill me up. Set aside your fears. Approach the man with the heels. I've been waiting for you, and now it's time to search for what I want. Those cream eggs and them greasy curls, chocolate rubber. Yeah, fill me up. Now that I've found all this sweet stuff, is the man with the ears wanna eat me up? Heat me up, heat me up. Heat me up, heat me up. Will this finally be the Easter that I get eaten up? Become the haunter as the days show increasing so. I just know that the big-eared man, he gonna come. Set aside your fears. Approach the man with the heels. I've been waiting, oh yeah. And now it's time to search for what I want. Cream eggs and the greasy cones, chocolate, rubber, peeps, yeah, fill me up. Now that I've found all this sweet stuff, is the man with the ears wanna eat? Finally be the Easter that I eat up. Is the man with the ears gonna eat me up? Oh, Mr. Big Ears, you don't have to be scared of me. We can be friends. All this isn't the end. Now we can be friends with all my life made. Finally,
Hey, if you enjoy this show and want to support it and me, head on over to patreon.com/Howell Dawdy, where $5 a month gets you access to exclusive content like bonus episodes and free downloads of the songs. Next week on the show, a special taste of the Fast Track bonus content.